All I'm saying.
Oh, so today I found out that I can no longer live stream on X because I have to pay for a premium account on X in order to live stream to X, which is nice. Hold tight, y'all. I had to put something over there to let people know they can just come to my YouTube. I'm not paying for nothing else. I refuse. I'm not paying for shit else. I'm not doing that. Like Elon Musk is trying to milk us dry. He's one of the richest people in the fucking world. It's just weirdo behavior. Like, stop playing with me. So let me get this over here so I can, So there's a few things that I want to talk about and what I find to be interesting. I'm gonna make sure we have a decent time over here like we did before, but I want to talk about something. So there's something going around on social media, essentially like everybody is talking about Swerve and his title reign currently in AEW, which good for him. Congratulations to him. He has I'm gonna be nice today.
I'm not.
I'm gonna be nice and try to be impartial today. He's had a decent title reign It's from what I've seen, it's okay. It's nothing to write home about, honestly, but it's okay. He's gone up against a lot of wrestlers, but he hasn't really done anything significant as champion. And quite frankly, I don't care enough to pay attention. That doesn't mean that he doesn't deserve the accolades. He's the first AEW Black champion. Congratulations. Here's where I'm having a problem.
I knew that.
Hmm?
I'll give him that.
Yeah, he's the first AEW Black
I don't
champion.
think he wants to be recognized as that, so I don't think that's nice either.
Oh, see, the thing about Swerve that I don't like is he likes to use his blackness when it suits him.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like you don't have to play the race card all the time. You really don't. You let your talent shine for you. You don't have to do that. You feel what I'm saying? But here's where I'm having an issue. A lot of fans, I'm seeing a lot of fans, and it's on both sides, where they're saying shit like AEW has done more for Black wrestlers in 1 year with Swerve's title reign that WWE has done in 50 years.
Come on.
And I was just like, now don't get me wrong. Usually when there's a Black champion, if they're not Bobby Lashley, they don't get to keep the title long. Kofi ended up losing his title pretty significantly, but people forget that Kofi had feuds before he lost that title. He had a feud with Randy Orton that actually was pretty fucking interesting, but people was too busy bitching that Kofi was throwing pancakes and smiling all the time. He also had a feud with Dolph Ziggler before the title was taken from him by Brock Lesnar. And whether you like it or not, Kofi Mania still was one of the greatest championship rises of all time, and it is what it is. Y'all can be mad about it all you want to, but it is what it is. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that I like the way Kofi was booked. I didn't like it at all. In fact, I felt like Kofi deserved better than that. But WWE does what WWE always does, which is rest on the people who's going to make them the most money. And instead of them fully investing into Kofi, they decided to rely on what they know it was already built and made them money, which was Brock Lesnar. And at that time, Vince McMahon was the guy. You know what I'm saying? He was the one handling all of that. Everything was Vince, But it just rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know why, but that rubbed me the wrong way. And I was just like, why would you say that? So let's look at Kofi's title reign. Let's just look at it. Okay. Kofi. In 2019, Kofi Kingston was selected to replace Mustafa Ali in the WWE Championship Elimination Chamber match. And that's because Mustafa suffered the injury. Once Mustafa suffered the injury, his career trajectory went downhill from there. And to this day, I say, had he had not suffered that injury, he may have been able to be WWE champion, because I believe that story that they gave to Kofi was going to be his story. But they ended up giving it to Kofi, which in my opinion was the better story. It worked out better for him. Although I don't have any ill will towards Mustafa, and I believe that Mustafa will be able to is doing great. Kofi Mania was something bigger than anything anybody could have predicted or imagined. I don't even think Mr. McMahon knew what he was booking when he allowed it to go. You feel what I'm saying? So 2019, Kofi is in the Elimination Chamber. Okay, Kofi lost the chamber match against Bryan. He had because of his good performance in a 1-hour gauntlet match on SmackDown and in the Elimination Chamber, it was a lot of people supporting Kofi Kingston in the process. So because of that, this story evolved over time into Kofi Mania. And Mr. McMahon basically was saying that he was a B+ player. He was never meant to be an A+ player, and he wasn't going to let him be champion. So he started blocking Kofi from getting to that opportunity. He said he can get a title match, but it was a handicap match against the Bar, which Kofi lost. After that, Ms. McMahon put Kofi in a match at Fastlane, and that he said he can earn a match if he beat Sheamus, Cesaro, Rowan, Samoa Joe, and Randy Orton in another gauntlet match. Kofi did beat all these people. Mr. McMahon then put Daniel Bryan in the last leg of the match, in which he ended up getting beat. Now, Kofi had one last chance. He was put in another gauntlet match. It was a gauntlet match for Big E and Xavier Woods, and Big E and Xavier had to defeat 5 other teams in order, including Bryan and Rowan, in order to give Kofi Kingston his championship match at WrestleMania 35. This is when the Usos went in the ring and pretty much was like, "You got this, Us. We got you 100%." They forfeited that match. That was how that got down. Now, shortly after that, when we hit WrestleMania 35, he was granted his match, and he was able to beat Daniel Bryan in one of the best matches I've seen in Kofi Kingston's career, and he became the first African-born WWE champion in history, as well as WWE's 30th Triple Crown champion and the 20th Grand Slam champion. Okay, let that sink in. Right? Okay. Since we done got that history out the way, not only that, but this was a headlining match, and I wish they would have had 2 nights back then, because Kofi's match could have headlined, and then he would have been one of the first Black African born men to headline WrestleMania, and it'd have been another history making thing for Kofi Kingston. Okay, but that's neither here nor
May
there.
I just say that this damn story was so good that even the white people would say this is kind of racist.
Mm.
And it's not even like, the people that's on our side, even the people that don't even like black people, they was like, this don't feel right.
Now, Kofi ended up having title matches with several people. Kofi ended up at Smackville. He defended the title against Ziggler and Samoa Joe in a triple threat match. He then had a feud with Randy Orton that ended at SummerSlam, where where the match ended in a double countout. They then had a rematch at Clash of Champions, where he actually won the feud, so the feud was over. Now, prior to that, he had a feud with Dolph Ziggler. That feud with Dolph Ziggler lasted for a little while. It went from Super Showdown to Stomping Grounds in a steel cage match, and then Kofi had a match with Samoa Joe at Extreme Rules. So Kofi's first challenger was Dolph. That was because he defended his title against Daniel Bryan again on May 6th. And then he went up against Kevin Owens at Money in the Bank, and he won. Then he went up against Dolph Ziggler. They had a small feud that lasted a couple of PLEs, about 2 of them. Then he went to Extreme Rules and was going up against Samoa Joe. Now, New Day was still SmackDown Tag Team Champions at this time, which technically under the Freebird rule, that means that Kofi was a double champion. Stay with me and I'm going to bless you. Okay. Now, once Kofi got, from that point on, the only thing that was in Kofi's way was Brock Lesnar, because after he had the feuds with Joe, Kevin, and Dolph, he moved into the feud with Randy, and then they had the double count out at SummerSlam, and then that led to Clash of Champions, which Kofi won. Kofi was champion for 180 days.
Which isn't that bad, but the way it ended, like, damn.
Now, Kofi's championship reign ending in 8 seconds to Brock Lesnar, that was the part that was disrespectful. But his title reign wasn't bad at all. It was y'all thinking that Kofi got to walk around with a scowl on his face, beating people up and acting a damn fool.
Angry black man.
Because y'all think black people are a monolith.
He should be tougher because he's champion. Why? He was doing the same shit when he was tag champ.
Hello.
And everybody loved it then. Booed then. Like, come on, man.
Kenny, you was right there this whole time. I didn't even see you. I'm sorry. I wasn't on the page.
No, I just got here.
So My biggest issue with what a lot of people are saying is that y'all don't give people the respect that they are due. Not to mention, let's go to Big E because Kofi Kingston was a major win, and his title reign wasn't bad. It was the way that his title reign ended. You lost interest in the champion because you felt like he was a loser that was champion. You didn't feel like he was good enough to be champion, throwing pancakes and being happy and spreading positivity. He had to be a menace to society in order for you to
Excuse
respect him,
me.
which Swerve did exactly what y'all wanted him to do, which was be a fucking tyrant.
And that
He
shit
was
is
out there,
boring.
he was out there doing shit that was crazy. You in somebody's
Talking to her and
house,
son.
you was in this man's house over this man's baby. It was a good storyline, don't get me wrong, but it just goes to show y'all mental state and what y'all respect and what you don't. You feel me? Because y'all would rather he be a fucking thug breaking into people's houses than him being happy and loving unicorns.
Cause let me tell y'all something. When I get there, you gonna respect my motherfucking artistry.
I can't.
Cause I can give you nigga, I can give you crazy, I can give you American gangster, I can give you everything you want, everything you need.
I'm just saying,
What you ain't gonna do is say,
I
"Oh, he this
I
don't fit. He should
people,
just be angry."
I don't like that. I don't like the narrative. I don't like the way y'all have made it so that black people can only do one thing.
Two
Black
things: be
people can
funny
only
or
do
be
one
ignorant.
thing. They are not allowed. They're not allowed to be anything else or present themselves as anything else. They have to be a specific way for you. A specific thing has to move. And I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And it's okay if you didn't like, if you was like, I'm over I kind of liken it to Bailey,
Yeah.
because Bailey was a hugger when she first came around, and a lot of people didn't really fuck with her on that level. You know what I'm saying? And
Shut
that
up,
part
man.
I can understand, but a lot of times what I heard was, well, he can't be champion and be smiling like that.
Yeah, that was crazy. 'Cause my
What?
thing with Bailey, it was never. I never said Bailey shouldn't be champion until she was smiling. Cause I always said I don't care for hugger, but the bitch could wrestle. She put on 5-star matches, and I ain't got shit else to say outside of that.
Okay.
Y'all
Really?
pick and choose when y'all want to like somebody.
I don't like that. I was very disappointed. I was disappointed in my community, if that makes sense, because y'all did exactly what they wanted y'all to do, which was turn on Kofi, treat Kofi like shit. So no other black wrestler that was different, that wasn't looking like Bobby Lashley or acting like Bobby Lashley could be at the top of the mountain.
With the title.
And Bobby
And it's
Lashley
your
wasn't even
fault.
doing nothing. Lashley was standing there.
And it's your fault because of you. And y'all, and you know what makes it strange, makes it even worse? It's like this. I have no issues with Swerve being the character that he is or doing what he did. Every character got to be a bum bitch at some point. Like, you got to be a scallywag, do dirty ass type of person if you're gonna go heel sometimes. That's just the nature
Part
of
of the
the
game.
beast, right? That's just part of the game. I don't have no issues with that. What I don't like is how you can flip the script when it comes to the other companies and say, oh, well, they're doing amazing things for black men in wrestling right now. Swerve is not even the biggest draw on the card in AEW. And that's not even me trying to be funny. That's just real talk. Y'all tell me what's the most dominant storyline in AEW right now. I don't even watch the show and I know exactly what the fuck it is. And it's not Swerve and Daniel Bryan.
Watch for the shoes.
It's not
Exactly.
even me.
It ain't got nothing to do with the dudes.
It's given.
And as big as Okada versus, I forgot what the other dude name is, as big as it should be, it's not that big.
It's given Wrestle Blood.
Because I got the Young Bucks attached to it.
All
And their
in.
whole thing right now is, well, we running the show and we're the champions. And it's like
And it
that's not that's That's just some bullshit. That's not a character. That's not a character trait.
And all
You
I
look
hear
stupid.
is like, I'm like, there's really no storyline with Swerve and Daniel. Daniel won the Owen Hart Cup, and he earned the right to go after Swerve. That was it. But with Tony Storm and Mariah May, there's a lot going on there that they spent time building for months.
I think that's been
It was
building since like a little bit
meticulously done.
before,
They laid it
a little
out
bit
from
before
the
Mania.
time Mariah got there until the Owen Hart tournament. It was laid out what they were gonna do from A to B. That's how it should be. But I'm saying y'all are out here worrying about whether this black man is making black men look good in wrestling, and he getting outworked in every aspect of the game by his women counterparts. And yet here you are, shucking and jiving for Tony because he put a title on a black dude. Okay.
She debuted in November.
Like,
So this November up until now, this storyline has been working.
and it never got stale. They found a way to keep it up, to keep it revived. They had some of Mariah's old people come in so that it could kind of be a tug and war between the two of them. But then they had that rested and worked out once Forbidden Door happened. Like, they was able to create little branches off of the feud that worked, even though we still don't know why Mariah attacked Tony the way she did.
And we won't know until
tonight.
Friday night.
Did she say Friday?
I don't know. I'm bullshit. You know I don't want.
I'm tired of you.
Where to go?
I don't. She probably.
Is she gonna be here tonight? Where's Nicole? What the hell?
I think Nicole had to work today.
Oh, the things we do for money.
I cannot. So I was just very irritated by it. I got sent a link to a podcast and it was talking about it, and it was so much bullshit. And I was just like, what are you talking? And then I looked at the comments and it was all dudes.
Of course.
All dudes in the comments, like, you said that, like, I'm gonna reshare this because that's what we talking about. And I'm like, all right, if you want to play that game, let's play it. Let's go there. Let's do it. You tell me right now. Currently in the WWE, Triple H has a way of working, and you can tell how that works, right? Right after WrestleMania, Triple H went into the next set of storylines, whether they was continuations or they were new. He went into the next set. He was not wasting time. There was no breaks. There was no time for you to sit back and breathe. There was none of that. It was, okay, had your fun, go take your ass back to work, okay?
Congratulations, so I'm trying to figure out, you're now my elite employee.
Like, for the last what we talking, like, for the last 4 years, the title has been intertwined with Roman Reigns, correct?
Correct.
Am I right?
Both titles, yep.
Okay, not for the last two. Romans had both. Okay, but for the first two, he was just Universal Champ, right?
Correct.
So then he was able to get the big title, the WWE Championship, and he became double champ and ain't stopped since. Been going full strong, throbbing.
Very much so.
Tell me where in the midst of all of that was anybody else supposed to be able to be champion?
Nowhere.
Right in that crack where Vince actually gave a fuck about everybody else.
That is a very, very small crack.
That shit is about the size of a strand of my head.
Let's keep it real. If I was to take the title, let's say Bobby was able to be the one to take the title off of Roman.
Okay.
Okay, now where are we going?
No,
because see, the way you preface it, all you need to do is give the man the lead, right? So my thing is, okay, you got the game, write it out. Where are we going after this? If you're gonna book this, because y'all are the ones who say that they don't give black people opportunities, they don't give black people chances, but then you forget that your black ass is sitting at home cheering when Cody's bringing his ass over to WWE. You was the one who was sitting there screaming and hollering when he brought his ass out there singing his music. Same thing for Seth freaking Rollins. Y'all all doing the same thing, but then you want to double talk and be pissed because you don't get to see what you want to see in terms of representation on TV. But when they finally do book it, when they book the TV show, where are you? You booing Naomi because you say she boring. You don't want, you tired of that. You
Naomi don't have anything going for her.
You tired of that. I don't want to see that. You out there, you see Apollo, you change the channel when Apollo come on TV.
Which is disrespectful.
You barely watched Apollo. Okay. You screamed, kicked, and hollered when Kofi was champion. You acted like Kofi being champion was the bane of your existence. But now you want to be in your feelings because they not giving you no more black men in championships. Why? Every time they give you a black champion, you treat it like this ain't what you wanted. Every fucking time. Y'all bitch and y'all complain, but Tony Khan, that motherfucker throw you a dirty ass bone from the garbage bin and you are happy. You are kicking and screaming.
Like a fly on shit.
Don't get me wrong. I have my issues with WWE too, and I feel like WWE do need to be more diverse, not just with black people, okay? Because the way they do Latina people is nuts.
Well,
Vince was doing them so dirty they wouldn't even get a title shot. I'd be like, God damn! Can they get at least pinch a bitch?
The way they do Latina people is absolutely garbage. And the Japanese, they're only there to make people look nice, to have good matches. Unless your name is Oscar.
Okay, they're gonna give you a title. Because Shinsuke ain't got a title. Well, he
title.
ain't got the main title yet. I'm like, can Shinsuke get something, please?
Shinsuke ain't got nothing. Shinsuke been Intercontinental Champion. That's it.
I think he was U.S. champ at some point, but that don't mean shit.
Being U.S. champ.
Was he tag champ at some point either?
Intercontinental champion too.
I remember the IC championship. I do know he was tagged because they had that match in 2020.
Hold on.
He was tag team champion with I want to say Cesaro. Zazaru.
He was with somebody.
It was Zazaru because by this point he didn't had that was like his third tag team partner. I'm like, damn, you know how to run through some teams now.
He was U.S. champion.
I told you I'm not crazy.
I don't remember that shit at all.
Maybe it was a dream. It was a fever dream.
It had to be.
It wasn't quick. I think it was during that 2019 period. Was it?
Yes, 2018 to 2019. He was WWE champion. He faced off against Jeff Hardy and won the title by executing a low blow in the King shot.
Yeah, he was heel at that point because he had lost AJ Styles in Mania that year.
Right.
And that's when he turned.
Which was shitty. Like, why couldn't y'all get him that?
That was when Jeff got attacked by Randy, and then Randy and Jeff had that Hell in a Cell match where Jeff had he had fell
put
from
that
the top
screwdriver in this earlobe. Oh
yeah, he put that shit in his earlobe.
Randy was in his do dirty shit.
That's the Randy, yeah.
That was so evil. But I relished what he did to Ric Flair. I said, good, put him down. Somehow I put his old ass to sleep.
Was a fucking menace.
That's the Randy that's gonna have to go up against Cody because that's who Randy had. That's who Randy mentored. Remember? Yeah. But he
better beat the dog shit out of Cody. Oh, he better beat him up. Oh,
it'd be a twist if Cody be the one to turn on Randy. I'd rather you do it that way.
Tiffany, he's devious today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
my
all
Tiffany
he
don't do
do.
hero. She don't do
Right at his
hero work.
height, right at his height of his heroism, and just let her be just a stone. You be like, I learned from the master, and that's how you play that
Facts.
shit out.
I'm like, you taught me a
Get his
lot.
hooker a raise now.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
just
You
saying.
thought I wasn't paying attention when we was in evolution.
Yeah, I learned a lot. That's how I became a nightmare.
Yeah, too
Just
bad
start
old
and
boy
dye
can't
his
be
hair
here.
black. Just dye his hair back black. Then you go right back to Black Cody. Yeah, good.
Ooh, man.
It's
So
hot.
I want to say somebody really has to go against Cody and get in his head. But who could that be?
It's either Randy
No,
or
I'm talking about mind games. Like come out as dashing Cody Rhodes or broken Cody Rhodes. I mean, like really fuck with his head.
Seth.
Because Randy ain't gonna
Yeah,
do. Oh,
that's
Steph
about it.
It's
would.
Seth. Seth, the only one who got the balls to do some shit like that.
I would love to see that. He beat him up and put a brown paper bag over his head.
But you know what? Wait, who else is on the SmackDown roster?
Is AJ
I
there
could see
or
I could see
LJ?
Grayson doing some shit like that if he actually
Grayson
did his
or
homework.
Austin Theory? But they gotta do it right.
Mm,
They gotta do
I
it
don't, that's
right.
why it would be better for Austin Theory being that he's from Atlanta as well.
Damn,
They gotta
that
do
makes
it
more
right
sense.
then. I don't
But
want no
Cody,
little,
but Austin
I
would
don't
have
want
to
no
go take
frat
some
boy type of
classes to
shit.
get into
I
that.
don't.
Yeah, you gotta tap into it. You gotta do the head thing and all that. Like promos, not look at the camera. You gotta get into it. But he need that mask back from JC. That was some crazy shit. Why would he get that to her?
Now it says he did team with Nakamura. Nakamura was in the tag team with Cesaro, and they
Oh my, he was
unsuccessfully challenged the
down.
New Day for the tag team titles, but
Okay.
he never got them.
Okay.
They were in a he was
Yeah,
in a
because somebody
stable
got injured.
with Sami Zayn and Cesaro, known as the Artist Collective.
That was some 2020 shit. Because that's crazy.
I
Mm,
mean, he was down. Overheard
mm,
that shit.
That's so fucking weird.
mm. Cause I'm like, I don't remember this at
That
all.
had to be some that had to be some PC shit. That's so fucking weird. Yeah, because
I
all
don't
that shit
remember
went down in
that
the
at
PC.
all.
It was probably short lived. They probably turned on him and beat him up, and that was probably part of his conspiracy thing.
Yeah, it was
Which,
about
by the way, that conspiracy theory shit, gold.
yes, it was. That actually wasn't bad though. That was
It was
actually
giving me like if Spike Lee was white. They fucking with me. Y'all don't see this shit. Did you
stop.
see that promo? Did you not see that video package?
Apparently
They
not.
are fucking with me. Y'all don't see this shit?
That is exactly
Everybody
how
was like, it was
100.
like, it's just a video package about you. He said, no, 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 no. I have not taken that many losses. You are crazy. They're like, Stanley, yes, yes, you have. You've been losing since she got here. He's like, what? Like that video Kitty loves seeing? What? What?
There she go. There's Nikki.
Ah, Nicole.
Did you just call me Nikki?
I knew it.
We've been up here struggling.
She hates it.
I guess I had to say your name three
No,
times
it's
for you
just
not to
very
pop
weird.
up.
So it's not weird. So I don't know how to explain it. So my whole entire family and like my friends back home, especially like friends that I've known for like years and years and years, like call me Nikki. Like it's just very exclusively people that I grew up with in my town, in my family, like specifically that for years. Never in elementary school, even if I was in a class with like 16 Nicoles, I was never Nikki, never in college, never. Not the whole time I lived in Columbus, nothing. The past year, in like 2 years, people here started randomly calling me Nikki. I was like, what?
Mhm.
Where did you hear that word?
Sorry.
Bitch, don't say
And
that shit
then
again.
my group of friends they've slowly start doing it, and they started like testing it out.
Not
And
the
then my one
test.
friend, she was like, Kayla, she's like, Nikki, she's like, I like that. Like like I'm testing that out. And I said, stop it. Because my one friend started unironically. And then she was like, I'm kind of like that though. And so it's starting. And I don't know what to do. It makes me feel weird.
Don't
Don't
worry, it's
answer
not gonna
until they
be
say.
permanent.
Don't answer till I say your full name.
Thank you.
Sami Zayn
This
and
is
Friends is coming to Cleveland.
I love that.
They're
What
gonna
day?
be at the Agora.
Oh, isn't he gonna be there on a
Period,
Thursday? I can't
Nyla.
come there that early.
I think that it is gonna be that Friday.
I love Fridays.
Let me
Oh my
see.
god, Darby, hurry the fuck up, my god.
Yeah, it's that Friday at 11. It's after SmackDown. He's gonna um be at the Agora. He said all ages can come.
Who?
Oh, he's coming from the ceiling like fucking Sting.
Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. So the orchestra seats are still available.
How
Oh, it's
much?
not a lot.
What day is it on?
It's on that Friday after SmackDown. It's at 11.
I would go. No, I'll be there by then. I can go to that actually. Probably.
It's on Friday at 11 p.m. at the Agora,
I could
and
probably honestly I can go to that.
he's got the mezzanine seats are like $48. That's not bad.
Who is this?
Sammy's like comedy special thing that
Uh,
he's been doing. I
The
low key think
superstars
they take
are.
your phones at them because I haven't seen anyone post any spoilers about them.
I
Besides
mean,
that, it
good
was like
because
good.
they already got artists yelling at them because they not living in the moment. When they go to these concerts and shit, Busta
Which
Rhymes was out there scolding the fuck out of people.
I talked about that in our group chat. Like, I wish they would let that thing go. It's not. This is not the. You didn't have that in your day because it wasn't there. They had cameras and recorders. Like, stop playing with us. I'm
This,
recording.
if you pay all that money just to
But I
record
mean, I
it,
do feel him. Like, don't just stand there, sit down. Like, when I'm in the moment, I'm recording, baby. I barely got a video.
it's for memories.
Don't let me be drunk or high. I probably didn't put my phone down.
Jesus Christ.
But like, that's what we do. It's our memory. It's for us, baby. I paid to see you. You better dance, Negro. Stop playing
I
with me.
can't.
So you are
I mean, at this point, I would just go do my show and then go home.
Right? Like, it's not that deep. Get your because the tickets ain't cheap, y'all. Because I
I
looked
think
at
it
it
was
myself.
Essence Fest, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's
It was
Essence
Essence Fest. Essence Fest ain't never been cheap.
Fest.
But I'm talking about they
Essence
tour
Fest has
itself.
always
The
been
mall is hell
expensive.
no.
It's
I'm
always
talking
been
about
expensive.
the
Yes,
tour that he going on with Missy and Sierra. Them tickets ain't cheap.
he was doing that at Essence Fest though.
I didn't even know that they was on tour until I saw a TikTok and I was like, when did this fucking happen? Because
Yeah,
I remember
Yeah.
I
that.
knew they was on tour. They had announced the tour last year?
I have no
Well, it was
recollection of
like
that.
late last year, around December, that they was gonna be doing either late last year or beginning of this year.
It was late last year. They did the formal announcement and then they did like an actual video where all three of them was together. They did that in January. And they had been talking about it on their socials like for like a couple of months. And then the tour was set. They already had the dates set out and they was gone. They started. They've been showing the images of Sierra. Sierra go out there and dance and then she go home.
Mm.
She should.
She go out there perform her song and then she get her ass on her bus. She don't give a damn. But Busta Rhymes was scheduled to be at the Essence Fest performing, and that's when he was on stage, acting like he was everybody daddy.
That's embarrassing.
But okay, I don't like this shit. Then go home. Go to your next tour date. Cause like it's like a all day concert, right?
They have concerts all day.
Well,
They
it's
have
not just like
panelists
a concert.
there.
It's like a panels and it's like
Yeah, they have a bunch of
workshops, like
stuff.
the
And from
whole
what I
like
saw, he
Essence
wasn't up there doing
Festival.
daylight. Bitch, I'm tired.
It was dark. It was a late concert for him, but they SS Fest have a lot of stuff. They got food panels, they have business panels, they have a bunch of oh god, they have
I'm
sometimes they had a hair
so
classes, makeup
Yeah, so I
stuff.
saw it was different. They said it's different areas of
They
shit.
have a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Cause
And
I'm
it's
JT
like
was
two or
there
three
with
still
Batty.
days, isn't it? They usually go to Louisiana.
I'm
It's
still trying to
always in New
understand
Orleans. It's always in the same
It's
place.
always there.
New Orleans.
It's
why
always
they
Yeah.
in New
have them
Orleans.
these bitches there.
Child, we are tired.
I don't get it.
The
We
drugs in
are
the
Well,
wall,
exhausted.
the
everybody
alcohol then came down. I gotta pee, and you up here worried about me getting my phone? You better
can I
get to
get my
bed.
put your hands where my eyes can see, please? Can I
Get
get
low,
that?
Buster. Hurry
So
up.
get low.
Shit.
I just want to hear one song so I can like so I can leave.
I would be like, if I don't hear woo-ha, I
Classic.
will kick you in your kneecaps.
Right.
Then she might as well just get me past the Cavassier so I can get lit. You might see me
Pastor
dance then.
Cavassier. Pastor
Yes.
Yeah,
Cavassier.
no Diddy.
Ooh, no Diddy. Take
No
Diddy off
Diddy.
the track.
I can't.
Man, yeah,
I ain't
get
heard
your
that
ass
song in a
on.
while. Great Buster.
Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See was one of like the only like three entrance songs I would have if I was a wrestler.
Oh hell yeah.
From Busta Rhymes.
But put
Let me
your hands
see.
where I could see that would be like very early in my career though. That'd be like very early on. That's like via me on the indies and like
Right.
right when I get to NXT.
Nicole said, "This is my starting point, but I'm gonna evolve past this later.
Yes.
This is just my
Okay.
launch pad."
Now had to be touching.
Like that.
So before y'all came in, we was in here talking about black wrestlers because I had came across a post that was sent to me on my Instagram from a
Shout out to
podcast.
Jada Stone.
No. Um it was about how they believed that Tony Khan has done more for black male wrestlers in 1 year with Swerve than WWE has done in 50 years of their existence.
I'd like to
That's
see this
laughable.
level of delusional.
That's funny.
So I ran it back because a lot of people like to forget, and I don't forget. And we were on Big E. Big E's title reign was very short, but Big E was meant to be a transitional champion, which we figured out very early on, right? Which is unfortunate for Big E because I felt like he deserved better than that. But let's not even stick with Big E. Let's just go to Bobby Lashley, right? Because y'all love y'all a big black non-talking man.
With
Okay.
eyebrow blindness.
Y'all like them titties. Y'all is in love with this man's titties. I don't know what it is about him, but y'all is in love with this man and his titties.
Biggies are better.
Damn.
I can't.
Oh my
I
god.
want to eat them.
Please.
What?
oh,
Oh my god, turn it off.
cut his mind.
So let's look
I
at
will
it.
not be silenced. I will
I
speak
can't.
my truth
Cut his fucking mic.
for it is my right.
2020, the Slammy Award went to the Hurt Business for Trash Talker of the Year.
Yeah, because the MVP.
They
Why
only
didn't
have
they just
talking
give it
in
to
MVP.
MVP?
You said it was who?
Talking trash, no
Because
goddamn body.
2020 Trash Talker of the Year went to. It say Bobby Lashley got it.
He don't talk.
He wasn't talking. He just nodded his head and said, "Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
motherfucker."
Let me
That's all he
double
was
check it.
doing.
Let me not. That motherfucker was real hard. I don't like it. Don't
That's
do
what
that.
Bobby said. Yeah, not too much on my home girl. Yeah,
Oh,
motherfucker.
oh no, 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 no.
She said, "No, you can." Yeah, motherfucker.
Thank
Yeah,
you. The A
motherfucker.
on
Put
the
the
end
K
of
in
it.
there.
Um, the Hurt Business as a collective won Trash Talker of the Year,
Okay. I mean, all right.
We all do
If you say so.
99.9% of that went to MVP.
which I don't like that.
Okay.
I don't like that. They gave it in the women's side. They gave it to Lacey Evans, which
Hmm?
it was 2020. So
It makes
sure,
sense. She was clearing them
whatever.
hoes in 2020.
But let's talk about Bobby, Ricky,
Dang it, Bobby!
Bobby. Okay,
Hoes for the frame. Y'all
right
don't know about
there
that
you
song. Y'all don't know about that. If you know, you know.
go. Okay, so Bobby Lashley has been champion twice. Okay, he was champion for 217 days for his actual days. His recognized WWE days are 215. So they took off 2 days. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I don't know.
Cause he black.
He 5 days shy of Seth Rollins' combined title reigns at WWE champion, which is 220 days. Okay. Now, Kofi is right under there at 180 days. Those are his recognized days. He doesn't have anything else. He's recognized at 180 days. Okay.
Are they counting weekends?
Now, Bobby Lashley,
Booby.
Booby Lashley.
Booby Lashley.
booby
Okay.
lashes. Big
Boo Boo Lachey.
That's a hot mess.
big boo.
Now, oh God, let me see. He didn't get he got it here. Okay, so here we go. Hurt Business was formed in 2020. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Bobby became champion uh shortly after they formed the Hurt Business. He he ended up getting the title through
Right.
Miz, right?
No, The Miz. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
It
took
was The
the title
Miz.
off of Miz and then he was champion. So let's
And
go.
then set up
That
that
shit
deal.
was funny. He
Yeah.
told me, oh, my stomach hurt. I don't think I can do this tonight. Yes, the fuck you can. Get your ass out there.
Hell no.
Nigga me said, my tummy.
Stop.
Okay. And he's like, John, it's my time, my time. He said, I don't know. You seen fire earlier. What the fuck? You're supposed to have my back. I'm
Okay, so
so, oops, my bad.
In February of 2020, Lashley attacked Drew McIntyre after the chamber match, right? And that's when
Wasn't
Miz
mad
was able to
about it.
cash in and become champion. 2 weeks later, we find that he was able to get his hands on the Miz because actually it wasn't 2 weeks. No, it
It
was
was
because
two
on
weeks.
March 1st was the Raw episode that he was able to defeat the Miz in a lumberjack match and he became champion. This is when we slowly started to see the Hurt Business. Well, the Hurt Business had already been in play, but this is when they really started to gain their power, right? So
Uh-huh.
Lashley then was going up against
10,000 is crazy.
Lashley went up against McIntyre. He had attacked Alexander and Shelton Alexander and he attacked Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin because they lost to Drew McIntyre in a 2-on-1 handicap match. And that's when he kicked them out of the faction. Lashley then successfully defended his title against Drew McIntyre on April 10th at WrestleMania 37 on night one. He then went to Backlash and defended his title in a triple threat match, including Braun Strowman. Then he was in a Hell in a Cell, and then at Hell in a Cell, he was in a last chance Hell in a Cell match, and that ended their feud. Lashley feuded with Kofi for the WWE Championship at Money in the Bank. He then ended up retaining that title on July 18th. On that episode of Raw, Goldberg made a challenge to Lashley for the championship. Lashley declined the challenge, and then Lashley he declined it at first, but then on this August 2nd episode of Raw, Lashley accepted Goldberg's challenge, to which he ended up retaining his title at SummerSlam due to referee stoppage after Goldberg couldn't continue. I don't even remember that.
I threw that shit away in my head. The second it
Brain
was
is
the
working
final. I
out.
said, good. Let's get it over with. Move on.
On September 13th, on the episode of Raw, he did defend his championship against Randy Orton. And then Lashley lost his championship to Big E, who cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase. And that ended his title reign at 196 days.
That is how that happened. That was a good ass match. Mm-mm-mm.
So Bobby Lashley had feuds with Drew McIntyre, Braun Strowman, and then he had storylines within his own camp at the time. And he also had a little mini feud with The Miz to gain the title in the first place. He also had a feud with Kofi Kingston and then had another feud with Goldberg. And then he had another feud with Randy Orton. So for Bobby was champion for 200 plus days that WWE recognizes. Oh, Marjorie's here. Sorry, Marjorie, I didn't see you. Bobby was
It's
champion for
okay.
200 plus days. He had feuds with over 7 competitors, not to mention his own storyline within his faction. And he was still the top billing superstar at the time. They
Which is
very well could have went with
crazy.
Drew McIntyre to continue going, or with Randy Orton if they wanted to rest on their laurels. If we're being fair, it was the pandemic, and they could do pretty much anything at that time. And they decided to go with Bobby. Bobby was champion until we came back with fans. He was champion, but I guess that wasn't good enough for
What
you. I
mother?
guess
What the hell?
I don't know. Okay, I came back
Man,
on the
kick me
live,
out.
and your ass wasn't in here.
It literally just kicked me out. I was talking and then I wasn't.
I was like, is he sitting in the bike? What happened? Okay,
I
well,
was literally there, and I looked up, and it got kicked out. I said, "What the fuck? What did I do? What you say fuck me for?"
I'm not. I'm not saying that I feel like the black title reigns are perfect, but I am
But
saying
they
that
could be better.
there is depth to Bobby Lashley's title reign. He had multiple feuds, even feuds within his own faction at the time. He was the dominant champion of the show, and not to mention his counterpart was Roman Reigns at the time. Now, I can understand a lot of people saying WWE didn't understand the value of black wrestlers back in the day, because for that I do agree. If they did, Booker T would have been champion for the WWE and not world champion.
A couple of times.
And he would have beat Triple H when they went to WrestleMania that year, but he didn't, you know. And I'm not
All of his major single titles came in WCW.
well,
Well,
not
not all
all
of
of
them,
them.
but
Like the titles that he got were the secondary titles.
yeah,
So Booker T never got to be WWE champion.
no.
He was the world heavyweight champion. Whereas his white counterparts, they either got to be WWE champion or both.
At the same damn time.
Right. So I'm not saying like what that is wrong for you to say WWE at one point wasn't booking black talent correctly, because that's true. But at the same time, we still have to be able to spread the wealth. If I if Carmelo Hayes really gets it together and works his way up to the top, I definitely could see him as champion. Montez Ford is a champion. He is a marketable, billable champion in his own right. Whether he's still cool with Dawkins or not, storyline wise, is irrelevant. If I were WWE, Dawkins is a good mid card champion. I'd make him mid card champion at some point. But like Montez Ford, that's money right there.
I wouldn't have them get into it until it was necessary. Like, don't turn. It just needs to be. It don't have to be for the title, but for the title, it would make sense.
I mean, I'm okay, you know what I'm saying, with you utilizing that talent. And then like the NXT talent that they're bringing in, Trick Williams, that's a future champion right there. But all of that has to be done in due time. A lot of times what I see a lot of people being mad about and bringing race into it is just your way of being ignorant, in my opinion. Because right now what WWE got going works, and you don't
Mhm.
have nothing else bad to say, so now you have to nitpick. Now you have to go, oh, well, they ain't got no black men at the top of the mountain right now.
It doesn't fit.
Some of these black men have to be built. Carmelo Hayes is coming to the main roster. Yeah, he was a major star at NXT. But that's a whole different market, whole different beast. You on the main roster now, where you have to now not only win over the fans who followed you from NXT, but now you got to win over the core fans. Now you got to win over the casual fans that are a part of the E.
And that's
That's
your
not
biggest
easy.
problem.
That's not
Not
easy.
only that, you gotta win over the host of the show.
That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta, that's work that they have to put in. They have to move forward. I'm like, when you look at how Swerve's trajectory to the title went, Swerve ass wasn't at the top of the mountain a few years ago. And quite frankly, AEW's been in they've been in business for what, 5-6 years now.
Fine.
First time they've had a black champion. It was not
The stats tell
WWE
that
That's
that was
story.
running a
crazy.
campaign on diversity and making sure everybody would get a slice of the pie. I'm not
Uh,
saying
It was in y'all's mission statement. That's all
that's
I'm gonna
all I'm
say.
saying.
Not it
That's
was in the mission statement.
not dead
It
ass.
was no, like that was the mission
It
statement. They said we
was.
Dead
vow to
ass.
show
I will never let them
diversity,
forget that.
to make sure everybody gets a chance to eat at the table, shit like that. We're gonna
That
give any superstars a
that's
chance.
what they
And
said.
true enough, they did, but they still
Yeah.
did it in the way they wanted to. They did it with certain people. It wasn't the whole company because you very
Really?
much could put the whole company on, but you did it.
Okay, because not even too long ago when Ricky Starks was hot, y'all left Ricky Starks in the wind and didn't do shit with him.
Not to mention, Sunny Kiss. Y'all didn't want to give her no nothing.
We not gonna talk about Sonny. I'm still mad
Sonny was
about Sonny.
a good way for y'all to push forward and y'all didn't.
Sonny and Swole was the whole reason why I was watching AEW Dark week in and week
She
out with
deserves
everybody
way
talking
more
about
than what y'all gave her.
I'm just
Not to
saying.
mention when they caved to the backlash on Nyla and gave Riho the belt to make her
Mm.
the inaugural.
All I'm saying is, if you're gonna call a spade, make sure it ain't a club. Okay?
Cause then you lose the book, bitch.
Some of y'all be confusing the two. That's all I'm saying. I'm like,
And
I'm not saying
let's not forget Big Swole.
how I'm like, it's funny because it's never a situation of let's just assess this from a non-racial perspective, right? And I know that for us as black people, and even for Latina people and everybody of every minority, sometimes it's hard for us to separate that because we have to see the world through those eyes so we see the truth. You feel what I'm saying? But at the
Hmm.
same time, you still have to use your brain. Like you still have to be smart. When we looking at the trajectory of the storylines that we're watching, some of these storylines that Triple H are going with were storylines that were being put in place 2 years ago. Okay,
Before he even started.
before he even got to be at the forefront
Forefront.
of the company,
Yeah.
these storylines was put into place. So my thing is, where I'm not saying there's no room for a black superstar, because there's always room for a black superstar, but where you gonna put him at?
Like y'all have to let shit build. And also, I remember a couple weeks ago,
You gotta
and
let shit
Tiffany in
wrap
your
up.
comments
Where
when
watch
they
it?
wasn't giving Jay her just dues. They talking about, well, she might have trained this, that, and third, but she's still not that good in the ring. I'm like, damn, can a sister breathe first? She just got there. She just started wrestling.
They fucking kill
Tony,
me.
cut the shit.
And they was all down her goddamn back.
He gotta
I
do
said, but
more.
let it be little old Tiffany. She's a star. Give her everything.
Mm.
Hmm.
I'm
And
just
then
saying,
even
like,
now, where's that killer women's division that AEW promised?
Oh, they had it. They just dropped it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm just
And then we
saying,
have fucking Athena.
it's not a black, it's not a black thing. And when it comes to Swerve more specifically,
It
um,
really ain't a black thing because he don't want it to be.
if you, I mean, I'll put it this way, I'll be nice. He didn't want to be recognized as a black wrestler. He just wanted to be just a wrestler. But then he will use the black experience to his advantage, right? And
Hmm.
that's the part I don't like. You can't in one breath say I'm not just a black wrestler. I don't like being classified as that. But then turn around and basically use it to your advantage or weaponize it when you can. That's not fair. You can't have it both ways. You just can't. So that part I don't subscribe to. I ain't gonna shit on the man. He was able to become champion. Good for you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, from what I've seen, your championship reign is nothing to write home about. There's no memorable moment from that except for when you had your rise to be champion is where you actually had memorable moments, not in your championship reign. Now a lot of people will probably bring up Christian and the other and how he beat Samoa Joe, whatever. To me, there are pins in your championship reign where they stand out. Those are high memories, right? Roman has some shitty matches in his title reign, but there are some big matches that he had that stick out like sore thumbs, like that SummerSlam match with him and Brock Lesnar was fucking nuts.
Hell, did you even go
Oh,
back
I'm so mad I missed it the
with
first
him
time.
and
That was so
him and
good.
Jimmy?
His first couple of matches were actually really good. The matches with him, his first match with Jimmy, his matches
And
with Kevin.
Kevin,
The matches with Kevin were always really good.
his match with
Really
Jasmine was
good.
good too.
The match he had with Sammy, you know, like Roman's had some really good, memorable matches, but also he had memorable feuds, like memorable moments.
Hmm.
That I can't say the same thing for Swerve.
He said, you really think people are tuning in to watch, to tune in to turn on the TV and say, oh, let me watch Raw for Drew. What the fuck?
Uh-uh.
No, they're watching SmackDown.
He used to tear
The show
people
with
up.
me on it. I said, God, you ain't had to say that to him.
Yes, he did, child.
His self confidence is already shot.
Pandemic Roman was unhinged.
He had problems.
He was unhinged. He had no leash. He had nothing. He was just saying shit. And then it was the shit he would say to the camera when he would leave.
That was when he was cutting his best promo.
Oh, that was
I'm like,
crazy.
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Kevin Owens smashed him. I said, "Oh,
Oh, we just smashed it. Okay.
Oh, I said somebody need to put him in a
I
home
run this shit.
immediately.
Seth Rollins smashed
Nobody was
him."
telling him. I'm like, bro, that's not what that means.
He knew what the fuck he was saying. He was
He knew
baiting
what he
us.
was saying.
I was like, that's not what
He's
that
a
means.
grown man.
I said, wait, Joe, you're gonna have to come out of character. Hey, that's not what the fuck that means. Okay, stop saying that shit. Stop saying that shit. Don't do that.
Kofi Kingston smashed him. I said,
Jesus.
"Oh, I want to be on that list."
Oh,
Right.
I
Jesus.
can't.
Okay, and the way he was doing the same shit Rhea was doing,
I mean,
I feel like they was in competition.
they were at one point.
Fold the motherfuckers up and pin them
Just
like that.
fold them up. Just
Don't do that to me because I'm a tilted. Put your chin in it, baby. Pin me.
ew.
Don.
You playing games with me.
Bounce on the shit, dance.
I play the long
Bounce.
game. I play
No,
the win.
dance.
Nigga,
I'm
please.
like, run that back. You see that clip right there? My shoulders on the mat. You see that pin? It look like I won to me.
Like, no, I didn't like that. Let's do it again. Do it again.
I didn't win the match, but I definitely won moment of the year. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Don't it? I think the line ends with Big E, don't it?
Oh, and today Biggie posted how he went and had stem cell therapy, and he said he felt real good after it. So hopefully,
Period. Shotzi said the same thing last week. I think she said she went to Costa Rica.
yeah, I think Biggie went to Mexico. I don't remember where he said he went, but hopefully, very within the next year or two, he'll be able to do whatever it is he wants to do. In the meantime, WWE, please put his ass on commentary. Okay. I have been begging. I like him on the panels because he's funny, but I think he would be funny on commentary with Michael and Pat, especially when Pat leaves. You're gonna need somebody there.
Yeah.
I feel like they'll probably replace him with Pat.
I hope so. I hope so because I was begging. I was like, let him please come to the panel. Please let him be on commentary. I liked it when Samoa Joe was on commentary.
I
I love
love
that.
Samoa Joe Cott's commentary.
Still think the funniest shit when he was on commentary. He
No,
choked
what
what's the name out? It went
he
right back on the
had?
face.
Yeah, that
He was
nigga
like,
did.
yeah, excuse me. So yeah, I go handle business real quick.
That nigga did
Then
choke him
he
out.
This leak, but anyway,
he
yeah, let's run
subbed
it anyway.
somebody.
Wait, who
I
was it
forgot
that he
who he
choked
had
out?
subbed. I forgot who he subbed during the panel, but he subbed and looked right at the camera and said, "Right." I said, "Ooh, he's evil."
What
Yes,
was
it
it
is.
during the when was it?
I can't remember, girl. Fever
It wasn't
dreams.
Adam Cole.
Where has he been? Do we know?
I don't know. I think Adam was injured.
Nobody knows. Nobody cares.
I like Adam Cole.
And yeah, when
I
he not
do.
I
doing stupid ass
I
shit.
think we all like Adam Cole, but
Boom.
I love Adam. I think Adam is
Yeah.
amazing. And I
yeah,
low key wish he would have held out just a little bit longer because he could have been at the forefront and him and Seth could have had their feud. I just like I wish he would have just hold on.
Okay, it could actually be. It could be Punk and Adam Cole right now.
Do you see where I'm going?
That
coulda, woulda,
he'll.
shoulda.
But he ain't gonna be
They
with his
look just
lady.
alike. Well, not just alike, but they look alike. They favorite.
Nicole, did you watch AEW today? Did you see? Did Mariah talk about Tony or anything today?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm eating.
What she say?
You know that you know that post that Alexa sent that they said that they were doing a rendition of that movie?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this basically like confirms it.
Okay.
Okay.
She like came down dressed up as like timeless Tony Storm, did the whole shtick
Didn't know
and
that.
was like, I fooled you, blah, blah, blah. I've been using you the whole time to get what you have. It was real cute.
Nicole said it was real cute. It was real cute.
So you think they gonna she gonna beat Tony and then go beat that broke neck bitch?
Hmm. I
Okay.
think she might beat Tony. To be it's looking a little spooky out here for Tony. I hate to see it. I
It
really
makes
do.
sense.
But
And then about the next major PLE, they'll have Mariah versus Paige with Soraya.
yeah,
Ooh, Don, she
Uh-huh.
did. She looked just like her, Don.
Oh, did she send it in the group chat?
she because at first I thought no, because I'm high. I can't really do a lot right now. Um,
Okay, just
Hold
but
focus
on,
no,
let
on
me
one
because
see.
thing
when
at a
she
time.
first came out, and I was like, I said that doesn't really look like Tony's frame,
Oh no,
and I was like, oh, that's
Anthony
Mariah.
thinking I see it. Oh, she look good. She do
She
like her
looked
though.
good. She ate that.
She do like her though. She look exactly like her.
It looks just like her. Child, that's messy. She got her robe on and everything, her hair pinned up.
Yeah,
Oh, that stank. Yeah, that's the video. Same thing I was gonna send.
Oh,
she was like, you ain't shit, bitch.
That's nuts. It's a good story though. They did good. Will Ospreay went up
he
against
he
MJF today. Did
he
he
real
win?
well. He said, "Now speak, bitch. Come on now."
That dramatic ass fucking match.
That's
Mm.
gonna be me on commentary.
Why does he have
Everybody's
fucking life
fucking them.
support?
Everyone is literally fucking themselves over that match right now.
What match?
MJF and MJF.
He's a
They both
champion
like
again.
passed. He never held this one.
Why did they give him another?
Because they want to give him
So
that title
they like
back.
they passed out, and he fell on top of Will Osprey as the clock was running out.
So
Uh,
you just
so the
go,
same
you
shit
gonna
that
eat
just
the
happened
pages?
Sunday. It's the same shit that just happened on Sunday. That's what they doing.
They just ain't shit. They know they ain't shit. That's crazy.
But see, the thing is, Ethan Page has the main title,
Oh,
and then you gave him a secondary title.
well, I don't like Moose enough to listen to what he got to say, but great. If he's happy, whatever works for him.
Um,
Congratulations. I'm sorry that happened to
Chris
you. I didn't hear
Jericho
anything you
was
said.
out there, but I muted it.
Why is Darby Allen coming from the Raptors? What the fuck is going on?
Chris
That's what I
Jericho
was
still
yelling about.
working?
Don't get me started.
Just
Who
go play the
is
guitar or
this?
something. What the fuck?
I said I knew as soon as he was taking too long. I said they are taking way too long for him to come out. They played his music too fucking early, and I was like, he's
Did they
probably
not
gonna
have
come
him
from the
ready? Like,
rafters. As soon as he was doing that, I was like, oh, he's coming from the fucking rafters.
she was Sonny.
And sure
Wow.
enough,
It's so chaotically done. There ain't no finesse to this.
Is there ever?
That's all I want is you to polish it.
They
If
spit on
I
that shit.
saw Darby Allen coming from the rafters, I'd try to grab him just so I can say I was playing to catch a predator.
Oh, we didn't catch that last part. The joke didn't come through. We didn't hear it.
oh my god.
Okay, I don't think he heard me. Let's move on. Um,
Now Mercedes running from Britt Baker.
Oh, sure, that's all she's been doing this whole time. I don't watch, but I
She's
know
been running
that.
from her for like 3 fucking weeks now. Jesus. I see your ass is probably gonna fucking win anyways. Relax.
You're running from Brett. Calm down.
I've
You
never
need to
seen no
stand
punk
up.
ass shit like this before in my life.
She on my last fucking nerve.
And she don't even have a reason to be running. See, I'm like, this is what we be talking about. You don't have no creative direction.
I can understand you having security come out there, but to run like
What? Why are you running?
Security.
You've been
Why are
running
you
from her
running?
for 3 weeks.
For
Running,
what?
skedaddling, shaboozing,
Over a
walking.
bitch who can't even wrestle that well.
but I will say this about Britt Baker. Britt Baker, whatever she's selling, people buying it. It works.
It
I
works.
mean,
It works
people
for her.
buy crack as well, and that sells. So
Yeah, but if we being fair, like there's a lot of people who can't really wrestle that well, but they still get over. And I may not be the biggest fan of Britt Baker, but I give her props where props is due. You know, she's gotten
That is Britt Bella.
she's gotten better than she's better than what she was. I'll say that. I'll give her that. She wasn't horrible.
can this dude stop riding my fucking ass? Back up. What is wrong with you?
I'm just looking at some of the clips that everybody done posted on Twitter, and I'm looking like, wow, what? How long was this match between MJF and Will Ospreay?
Probably too long.
The first hour of the show.
Somebody put on Twitter, it's the official Dynamite 250 video montage during the best moments of the show's history. This makes me so nostalgic, realizing it's been nearly 5 years since AEW changed the game for professional wrestling on national
That's fine.
broadcast television.
That's fine.
How did you back me into a corner? How did they change the game?
I don't know, babe.
Tony
Oh, I like
Khan's
to
and
see them.
Bailey
I
changed their
like
own
to see them
dynamic.
change the games. Shit, shit.
It's giving
I
that
want to
Debby
see
Ryan
it.
clip.
Let's make history. Bitch, what
Right.
history? What did you do? What's so monumental that they didn't do? Don't tell me it was the orange juice match.
They played in our face. That's what they did.
The death match? Oh, wait, no, hold on, let me get it.
The
Was it when
death
Ric
match
Flair
was
showed up?
wild.
When they was wrestling over that dude concussed?
Yeah.
That barbed wire
Or what
rope
about
match.
when they jumped onto the steel bottom, the steel part of the ramp and the cushions came out? Was it that match?
I don't know, babe. Maybe.
What?
Maybe it's the
I'm trying to
statement
figure out when
he
did AEW become so monumental for wrestling.
I don't know.
when they buy when they host shows in stadiums and they only fill like half of it.
Was it when Ruby Soho showed up? Or was it
Oh,
when Miro showed up?
you ain't shit. Let me
What
get.
about Undisputed Era? What about all four of them showing up? Was it then?
Mm. We gonna go ahead and get this SBC chat up so Don can go to
Clearly,
sleep.
Roderick
I
Strong
got
sealed
it.
the
It was when
deal.
Daniel Bryan got there.
Yep, Don. It's time for Don to take a nap. We gonna
You didn't watch
Clearly,
NXT?
clearly, Roderick Strong is the star that no one is checking for. He's
It
got to
is
be clear.
time for SBC chat.
Oh
Tiffany,
So
you didn't watch
Jesus.
NXT?
if you want to hear more wrestling conversation,
That's a serious
hey,
That's a serious question.
for now, we gonna put a pin in that, and we'll probably resume on Friday when we talk about SmackDown. I did not watch
Mm.
NXT, which is why I am not covering NXT today because I didn't watch it.
Oh, girl,
I,
you gotta watch it.
I still don't know what happens.
A lot
Okay.
happened. I'll tell you right now, Adonis gonna get it.
My mom got us tickets to see the Raw after SummerSlam for my birthday. Oh, yay!
Ooh, you whore.
Oh, very happy for you.
Congratulations. I'm a little saucy. I can't even leave the goddamn city.
Oh,
We
we
built
have to do
this
something special
city
for
on
Donnie.
rock and roll.
All right, so we do six brown chicks over here once I get ready to end the show. Okay, so question number one: took my girl to the car to pick up the birthday cake for her son's party. The bakery is near another female's house, so I made an extra stop to see her.
God.
Already out the gate.
I was trying to go up to her apartment, but she came down with a hotel key. So we went to the hotel to chill. She rented the room for her hair braiding clients. We hooked up and returned to the car. While backing out of the parking spot, my girlfriend emerged from the back seat and held a water pistol to the back of my head.
A water pistol is crazy.
Get out of my car. Next time I'll have my lid in my strap, not water. Girlfriend tracked her car and used her spare fob to hide in it. The incident was unsettling because I could envision my girlfriend holding me at gunpoint. I want to leave her, but I want to get out of this. I want to leave her, but I want to get out of this relationship alive. If I
Stick and move, nigga. Stick and move. I don't
why
know
you
what
gotta
to
stand
tell
on
you.
church on your hands there, nigga. I don't know. You gotta put yourself in this position.
Turn
Yeah.
your life over to God. I don't know.
I don't know. Pray about it. That's
Mm.
all I
Seek
got.
guidance.
Get
Talk to your pastor.
Call your mama. It's
somewhere
all
and
you
pray.
do. Tell
That's
you
it.
love them.
Question number two. I was played by a short, squat, traveling preacher with childbearing
Y'all always getting paid with these men with childbearing hips.
with
Please.
childbearing hips, and I'm so angry at myself. Preacher man was the guest pastor at our church, and I knew he wouldn't be in town for long. Preacher man said he could bring me closer to God if I allowed myself to be vulnerable to him, and I did. I told him about my upbringing, my selfish teen mom, and my need to be accepted by any father figure I could find. I got vulnerable with him at every other motel and even the Piggly Wiggly parking lot.
Oh, bitch. I'm
Pastor at the
sorry.
Piggly Wiggly parking lot. Wow,
I,
you
Oh my
have
god, that's
no
like the girl that I
shame.
work with.
That's
Piggly Wiggly
crazy.
is crazy.
You know what happened? Me. I'm pregnant. Preacher, that's a gift from God. Embrace the miracle of life. I've offered to join him on his travels, but he refused. I don't want to expose him because I'm sure I'm not the only woman he touched at church. How do I make him return to me and take responsibility for our little miracle? Child support, court,
Mm.
take his ass to court. I don't understand how y'all do this. Y'all will get pregnant by a man and then get mad at him because he don't want to take care of it. And then you asking how am I gonna make him take care of it? Have his ass arrested for not taking care of the child.
Girl,
Have
you
your
don't know my
baby.
nigga. Oh, I'm
Have your
sorry y'all
baby,
have no
take his
father.
ass to court, and get the DNA test. What is the problem?
But do people not watch TV? I understand, like, you don't be having no daddy. But sometimes TV will be the teacher that you never had.
You don't even need TV for that. You got Google in your fucking pocket, bitch. All
You
you
know
gotta
I'm talking
do
what?
about
is say,
the being tricked part. How the hell you let this man tell you being vulnerable to him is gonna make you closer to God? Bitch, did you feel closer to God in front of him, piggity
Um,
wiggity?
hey, hey, hey,
Jesus.
hold on.
No, because I got daddy
This
issues
is
too, but still.
this is why George Bush ruined America's school systems. Some children needed to be left behind. She is prime example.
Nicole, please.
No, because
I
what
love
the
Nicole,
fuck?
y'all.
Why would you just tell this man that you got daddy issues and you go bust it open for this man think you getting closer to God? Baby, this is not godly like. What the fuck? Oh Jesus. You need Jesus for real. You are not saved, man. That's your advice. Go get saved. Go to court and go get saved. Biblically and financially. Because you need help. You need all the help you can get.
Oh God.
A fucking Piggly Wiggly. I hope that's not that baby's inception story as a Piggly Wiggly.
The- oh Jesus.
She needs to pee and go bed.
Take the man to court and put him on child support. That's
Okay,
it.
because one thing about it, they gonna check his phone for that time when my friend come in.
All right. Question number 3. I've been with Amari off and on since we were in high school, and a full decade of his bullshit, lies, cheating, and 2 of my abortions. Oh God. Okay, I see where this is going.
Did she say 2 decades?
And my 2 abortions.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
When he's
Susie.
not in jail, he's accompanying me to other people's wedding. I'm a makeup artist. He takes pictures for my socials. Finally, I asked Amari why he hasn't proposed yet. Amari, you're supposed to help me be a better man. You don't do your part. You don't buy me anything. You're driving the same car for 6 years and you flush my seats. You're wasting my time. Bitch.
I mean, he kind of ate you up, girl. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And first of all, you're a fucking loser.
He's
Now,
a bummer. He kind of ate her up. He kind of ate her up with that one.
he has no car at all, and he's living in her house.
You're driving
Ain't
the
eating
same
you up,
car
and you
for
ain't got
6 years,
shit.
and you're pushing my kids out. Like what? You're flushing them down the toilet. Like what? I don't have nothing to live for. You're not giving it to me.
Of course, I asked him why he hangs under me all the time. Amari, I hang around you because to attract other women who can upgrade me. That broke me. Amari took me to the Olive Garden and apologized. He asked for another chance, and I think he proposed when he said, "You think he proposed?" I want you forever is
Yes,
what
I
he said.
suppose.
He cried, so he meant it. But he didn't have a ring. Did he propose? I don't want to ask him if he proposed because he may take it back. I want to be his wife. Should I start making wedding plans given that he wants me forever? I
Girl,
think
do as you
propose
please.
and make a lot of sense now.
Bro, I need you to stand up.
Well, I
No,
don't
do
think
as you
you know how to
please.
spell that at this point. So
Do what you want to do. If it sounds good to you, baby girl, go ahead and do it.
no, because see, I was trying to be on your side and I was gonna eat him up for you, but
I
Donna's
was
right.
gonna be on your side, but you talking about shit. I think you proposed. Should I go for it?
You got a car
Yep.
that you done had for 6 years. He done ran your ass down so you can feel like you ain't shit. To make him feel better, he's a loser. He ain't never had nothing. He ain't gonna never have nothing. He is holding you back. You a makeup artist. You could be making more money. Instead, you waiting around for this nothing ass nigga to get his shit together. And guess what? He's never going to do that. He's gonna do exactly what he said. He's gonna wait for the next vulnerable, idiotic bitch to make sure he can leech off of her because that's what he is, a fucking parasite. And you like, I think he proposed. Bitch, he didn't.
Now, whenever you do girl boss up and you want this, to be something, you can make it transactional.
Why the fuck do you want to marry this nigga? He don't have nothing to offer you. You are fully aware that he is a liar, a bullshitter, and a cheater. You had to get an abortion twice. You don't want to have his kids. You don't want to get pregnant by him. So why are you marrying him?
They've been together since high school, since 8th grade.
I don't give a fuck if you, I don't care. I don't care about none of that.
That's what she
Oh, these
care
niggas
about.
out here and you is out here crying away for some bum ass nigga named Amari.
Now, if y'all in the comments and in the playbacks, don't let nobody hold you back in your younger years. You young. Go
Stupid.
fuck while you can. Go do some hoe shit. Don't be trapped up on somebody.
What the
You've
fuck
been
is
messing
wrong with
around since 8th grade, because
I
that
feel
means
like
nothing.
I feel like this has a lot more to do with your abandonment issues than it do with him. You need to go to therapy. That's what you need to be worrying about. You need to unpack some of these childhood traumas that you got. And I know those are trigger words that we hear often, but it's more often than not, it is 100% true. Like y'all
That's
got to
a
get
trauma is
yourself
real.
together because all of that shit directly affects how you operate as an adult. And you are moving like a child begging for attention. It's very, very unbecoming.
Mm-hmm.
And it's unnecessary because he know he ain't shit. That's the scary part. He knows he ain't shit. He is requiring you to upgrade him. What am I upgrading? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna be shit. You just gonna be shit that's dressed up. He's sucking you dry. Get rid of his ass. If you don't want to get pregnant by him, you damn sure don't want to marry him.
Oh gosh.
The fuck is wrong with you, bro? Question number 4. All hoses on it today.
Damn, not 4 already.
Y'all going out bad.
All I ask Kenneth to do is watch my kids. There are only
That's
4
it.
of them.
Bitch, 4 is a lot.
4 is a
Jesus.
lot.
A set of twins, 3-year-olds, and they play with each other. My 5 and 6-year-olds play with other kids on our block, and they know how to invite themselves to other people's houses for dinner. I'm sorry, what?
That's
You must be
crazy.
wasting some bum ass kids.
So really, all he has to do is keep an eye on the twins. Apparently, that was too much to ask. Kenneth contacted my older kids' grandma and got money to enroll them in summer camp. Kenneth said I should put the twins in daycare so they can socialize with other kids. I argue he should pay for it. Kenneth went behind my back and contacted the twins' father. The twins' father cash apps Kenneth's money so each month for daycare. Instead of giving me money, their father gave it to Kenneth. Kenneth took the twins to the doctor and got them registered for daycare. I am disturbed by this because Kenneth is colluding with my exes to get the kids out of my house during the day. Why don't he want to watch my kids? Is he cheating? Girl, is you fucking
Oh,
crazy?
girl. Kid him sound like a dad. Send him to me. Send him to me. I'll take him.
This
You don't
man
want him.
is
You don't need
taking
him.
care of your children. You are sending the kids to other people's houses to eat. What is wrong? You know what?
What are
I'm
you
not telling you
doing all
nothing.
day?
Get the fuck off my
Right.
back,
Are you cheating all day?
stupid bitch. Just a stupid bitch. Everybody should not be allowed to have kids. What
Yeah,
is
child,
wrong
you
with
telling
you?
me. Yeah, definitely put them 3-year-olds in school. 3-year-olds are fucking terrible. It's not terrible twos. Threes are
You
terrible.
want him to sit at home with a set of twins, a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old. You had these kids back to back. What was you doing?
You know what you were doing.
You know what?
Throw that ass in a circle.
Shut up, Jared.
Throw that ass in a circle.
What is wrong with y'all?
Not you mad.
I really hate y'all.
This is really upsetting me because I was listening to Just Hilarious podcast earlier, and it was two dirty girls on there too. So y'all, I don't know, y'all
I've
are
been a
just not looking
nasty
good today.
girl. I've been a nasty girl.
Yes.
This is
Somebody gotta
beyond
watch my
nasty.
freak.
I feel like she stank. I feel like she just stank.
Why him always my kids? Is he? You know what I mean? Yeah, he is definitely. I'll go find out for you.
Shaped like a garbage bag. And I can see what she looked like, and it's making me want to throw up.
I feel so bad for these kids.
Right. And
Like I
obviously,
feel
your
so
baby
bad
daddy
for
want to
those
send you that
kids.
money because he know you a trifling hoe.
You ain't gonna use it on them kids. You definitely gonna spend it on yourself.
Ugh, I
Probably on
feel
some
so bad for
weed.
those kids.
I'm listening, trying to find the motherfucking problem.
You don't send the kids to other people's houses so they can get stuff to eat. I'm
That's
gonna report your ass for
crazy.
neglect. They come to the house. Can we have some food? I'm hungry. Your mama ain't fed you. Oh, she make us go to other people's houses to get food. Oh hell no! I'm calling the police. I'm
That's
right your ass
crazy.
out.
Shit.
And my damn, my
Immediately
cousins
calling
grew up.
CPS.
They grew up on the rough side of town, but we always still had to ask before we just did anything. We couldn't just go out. That's crazy. 5 and 6 is really fucking crazy. Anybody can snatch your kids and do something to your kid.
And then she gonna be on TV crying
Like you just tell them to invite themselves to somebody else's house.
up there, lying her ass off. Come on, I love my kids.
Like, no, you don't.
Can't even nobody know the
My
fuck you
bundles
did.
of joy.
Question
So
number
I was
5,
like,
child.
if I don't like your kids, I know you hate them, and I don't even have to see them like that.
So please,
Ooh, child, that's how I be feeling about someone.
my baby mama and I broke up 2 years ago. I have visitation rights. I always make sure a female is with me when she drops off my daughter. I know her heart breaks when I have a woman at my house. Got a demon emoji here. She often fussed about other bitches being around her daughter, but it was nothing she could do because I have visitation rights. To be honest, my baby mama's jealousy turned me on. But something happened. She stopped caring about my other women. Baby mama let our daughter keep her iPad during our visit. Baby mama's Facebook account is synced to the iPad. She blocked me on Facebook, so I don't know what's going on with her. Baby mama is engaged to a basic nigga, and they're getting married on my birthday. She chose the date to erase me. Instead of recognizing my birthday, she'll be celebrating her wedding anniversary. What hurts is my daughter will be at the wedding. He's probably turning my daughter against me. I need to break up this future marriage. If she has a baby with this by this lame, I may lose my patience with her. She don't need
Not
another
too
kid.
patient.
Our daughter is enough. She don't need a marriage either. How do I gain control of this situation? Are you fucking serious?
This sound like Amari from the future.
I need him to be put down immediately in the gas chamber. Put
You
him in the
cannot
gas chamber.
This is the
Nicole
wildest
control
shit
Scherzinger
this
I've
to
ever read.
abolish
situation.
them.
It's nothing to get control of. You want control of the situation? You gotta go find a time machine.
Death to all.
Niggas like y'all are very, very weird to me. Y'all will break up with this woman, get her pregnant. You like sleeping with her without the attachments because you get to sleep with whoever you want to. But the moment she finds a new man and she's in love, you want to ruin her happiness. You don't want her, but you don't want nobody else to want her either. You like stringing her along. You like that dangling of that carrot because it keeps you, it lets you have control. She ain't got nobody. She pining away from me, and I like that. I always have a woman with me because that really breaks her heart every time I come around. You got to be one of the lowest forms of human beings to want to see somebody else get hurt. That's psychopathic behavior. Whatever you do, I hope it don't work. I hope the nigga she with beat your ass.
Man,
Okay. And for you to be calling somebody else lame and you was out here plotting to try to make your baby mama's life miserable because you can't find happiness in the bitches you've been fucking around with, it's some wild ass shit. So good luck with that.
Hope everything bad in the world happens to you and only you.
Okay.
I wish you ill.
Yeah. Player haters ball. That's some wild shit. That blueberry cheesecake cookie from Crumble hit. That shit is good.
I haven't
Anyway,
had crumble in forever.
it's good. They got raspberry lemonade one and they got this blueberry cheesecake one. Them bitches fire. Question number 6. I cheated again, and my ex left me again. Notice he said again.
Thank you for being honest out the gate.
Usually, when she leaves, I send a few text messages. Hey, big head. And she's back in my bed, getting laid and begging for my forgiveness. But not lately. My ex left me for a guy she met at the gym. I joined the gym. She posted their sweating together pics, so I knew who he was and the time they worked out. He uses filters. He's much thinner in person. Aw,
Okay.
are we mad? I entered the locker room and no homo, but this guy's eggplant is unbelievably huge.
Not Schwan.
It jiggled under his towel and it reaches his inner thigh.
Mm.
Shut up, Todd.
Keep going.
He could be a star. I always thought mine was the biggest and most beautiful one, but not you thought yours was the best.
There's always something out there better, okay?
That my ex ever saw because she used to tell me that. But mine looked like a raisin compared to his.
Damn.
Huh?
We got you back.
Suck to suck.
He caught me looking and smacked me. What you looking at, freaky nigga?
What if Bye. Turn this off
Getting slapped in
immediately.
the gym
Turn it
is
off,
crazy.
please.
Ooh,
Just turn it
shit.
off. I'm done.
Okay.
Don't read anymore. Don't read anymore. Literally nothing else matters.
He said, I was shocked, embarrassed, and I left the locker room with my face on fire.
That man, he slapped the fuck out of you. Shit. Ooh, he slapped the dog shit out of you. Your face on fire.
I now have pee envy. I miss my ex and I have to cancel my gym membership in person, but I don't want to go back there, so I'm still paying $29.99 a month. I feel so
Oh,
small right
shit.
now. Help me.
Why you ain't get a free day pass, dummy? That's how I help you. Next time you want to go expound on somebody, free day pass. I ain't got nothing
You
to
know
say
how
to
creep
you.
right
You
in
should have
ball.
won. You know what? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. You fucked around and found out.
Well,
Then you really fucked around and found out.
and got smacked for it.
Right.
And then now you're gonna be out of $30 every month because you stupid.
And you paid to get smacked. You literally paid the gym so you can get smacked in the face.
And not even a proper
Smack
smack.
that bitch.
That's a damn shame. Well, that's all I got. I ain't got no more. I can't help you, baby. I don't know.
Mm-mm-mm.
Child, it always get worse
At least the last two men were shitty.
before it even attempt to get better. It always get worse.
But you first four
And it went from
bitches,
worse to worse.
y'all ought to be ashamed of yourselves. All four of y'all. Especially you childbearing hips.
The pastor.
Because how dare you?
I need everybody to go home. I'm so tired
Put
of
on my
this.
Lord and Savior
What
like
are
that.
these
Oh,
people doing? This is crazy. Like, people cannot function like this.
Girl,
Like,
she just
there's
got one in them
no.
hotel
Nicole said we
rooms.
need to have an intervention as a
you
We
would be
No, for
literally.
surprised the kind of
real.
shit that you
We
see.
literally have fucking devolved.
You would
It's
be
okay
so
to be stupid
surprised.
these days.
honestly Nicole was onto something when she said that some kids deserve to get left behind. That's like
Yeah.
that tweet that went around where she was like, if you remember in school they had the advanced kids, the on level, and then the slow class. That's what's wrong. Is we mix together. We're not supposed to be.
That is true.
And
That's
then right under it was a
crazy.
tweet of someone saying the wheels on the bus go round and round.
I can tell you from POV, they trying to put everybody on the same page. I'm just like, this shit won't work.
One more thing before I get out of here.
Talk to
Let,
America.
let's give TNA a little bit of love, okay? So TNA has Slammiversary, and Slammiversary is July 20th. So it's in like 3 days.
Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Slammiversary for TNA is their mania. All right. This is a big, big deal. Right now, the titles that are booked are the TNA World title. It's a six-way elimination match. The way they set this up was obviously Moose had already beaten he beat Matt Hardy, I believe it was. And
Yeah.
they decided to go ahead and do a six-way elimination match. Since Moose was in the ring talking mad shit, they added a new member in Dirty Dango in their group, and it was growing larger. And of course, Santino Morella is the DOA. Okay. So he decided that the best way to make Slammiversary one of the biggest shows ever, but also to make Moose work for his championship, was to put him in a six-way elimination match. In this match, if Moose gets eliminated, he's eliminated. And therefore, he loses his championship, and somebody else new will guaranteed be champion. But we got a couple former champions in here, and we got some newcomers in here. They really spaced this out, okay? So we got obviously Josh Alexander, one of the greatest TNA champions of all time. We have Steve Macklin, who is also a former champion. He is over here on the right hand side of the screen behind Joe Hendry. We have Joe Hendry, former digital media champion, one of the longest reigning digital media champions in history. You got Dolph Ziggler, highly decorated former WWE superstar. He has a New Japan belt, I think. Did he drop that belt? I
Mm-hmm.
don't, I don't think he dropped that belt yet.
I haven't heard of him dropping anything.
Dolph is a New Japan champion, and then you got Frankie Kazarian, one of the TNA originals, and he's a former champion in his own right as well, but he's never held the TNA championship. Neither has Joe Hendry or Dolph Ziggler. However, Steve Macklin, Moose, and Josh Alexander are all former champions in their own right, and of course Moose is currently a champion. If I had to pick a favorite in this match, you're probably gonna be like,
Mm.
what? My favorite to win this match, or who I think should win this match, is Steve Macklin. I love Joe Hendry. I think Joe Hendry is amazing. I would not be mad if Joe Hendry won the championship, but I want Steve Macklin as champion. I don't believe Steve Macklin got to have a decent run as champion when he was first champion. They should have let him run as champion longer than they did, and they didn't. Like, he got that title pulled off of him. It was quick. I think Macklin was champion for a couple of months, and then Alex Shelley came in and was champion for a while after that. Um, I want Moose to lose the title for sure. I really, I need him to lose that championship immediately. I need it to be gone, like yesterday. I don't like Moose, and I don't like the way he wrestles, and I find him to be very boring. I don't like him, and I prefer Bobby Lashley to him. And to be honest, that says a lot, because Bobby Lashley gets on my nerves, but at least Bobby Lashley is athletic and he's fun to watch, and he actually puts on decent matches. Moose is he's just irritable. He's just there. He exists. He's just big for no reason. Here we go. Next titles, Knockouts World title. We have Ash by Elegance, formerly known as Dana Brooke, going up against the Juggernaut, Jordan Grace. Now their feud started way back when Jordan Grace was going up against Roxanne Perez over in NXT Battleground. When she showed up, that's when the feud started, along with Tatum Paxley coming out causing issues as well. Now from then on, Ash by Elegance has another title. She's won a title in a different promotion, and she basically is trying to collect her championships. Now that championship she earned is her first title, I think.
Yeah.
It's her first championship. It's her first title ever, so that's a big deal for her. So congratulations to you for that, Ash by Elegance. But I'm telling you right now, I don't think that you should be the one to beat Jordan Grace for this championship. I think that the one that should beat her is Giselle Shaw. They should go back to Giselle Shaw and let her go up against Grace and take the title off of Grace. Honestly, she should have gave Giselle Shaw that title when they went up against each other the first time. But I'm not the one booking the damn matches, so do you. Now Mustafa is going up against Speedball Mike Bailey. If you don't know who Mike Bailey is, Mike Bailey coming to ring with them kick pads and no shoes on.
This
It,
stink ass
it
feet
irritates my
everywhere.
soul.
Disgusting.
I don't know why he don't just come in there with his feet bandaged up, but I guess he got to protect his shins. I guess
Just unsanitary.
I don't know, but I mean he literally wears kick pads because they how like when they come they strap around the bottom of your shoe, right?
Yeah.
Well, his is on the bottom of his feet. He just irritating, but he's not a bad wrestler. He's fun to
Like
watch.
what happened to no
he's,
shirt,
On
no
fire.
shoes, no service?
he's fun to watch. I don't have a problem with him. I think he's an amazing wrestler, but he just
No shirt, no shoes, no service.
I can't
Title.
win him.
You can't be mad at her because everybody don't want to wear no shirt.
I'm not necessarily mad at this, but I know that Mustafa's probably going to retain, so I'm not really interested. There's no element in this that's giving me he's going to lose this title or it's possible for him to lose the title. And even though I know that they book people for long-term title reigns and that's fine, I do like there to be an element that he could possibly lose the championship. Like when he went up against Trent Seven, it felt like he was going to lose that title, even though he didn't. This right here, it just seemed like it's just going to be a really interesting, fun match, and then Mustafa's going to end up winning.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So this match is interesting. This match is between PCO and AJ Francis. AJ Francis is the digital media champion, and he's the international heavyweight wrestling champion as well. And he has put both of these titles on the line at Slammiversary against PCO. Now, this feud between them started off interesting. From my recollection, PCO was on a date with Steph DeLander. And they came in there and ruined the date. Him and Rich Swann, who don't never brush his teeth. He calls him Rich Homie Swan, which is so disrespectful.
I've always hated when people did that.
And Rich Swann always looked like he lived on the street before he came out there. And I'm like, I just feel like you stink. He just looked like he stank.
Oh yeah, he always looked like that.
He just looked like he smells really, really bad. And I'm like, oof, oof, oof.
Fast teeth, nigga.
All I can smell is BO. You can smell it
Bombastic.
through the screen. The smell-o-vision is real. Okay. Anyways, they interrupted the date, causing PCO to get upset. They took PCO out. And then Steph, she thought she was doing some shit. And, she slapped AJ Francis. AJ Francis chokeslammed her through the table. And that set PCO off. This led to a series of unfortunate events to where now we are here at Slammiversary and AJ Francis is defending both of his championships against PCO. If he loses, he is no longer digital media champion. He will no longer be international heavyweight wrestling champion either. He will lose both titles in the same match. Highly doubtful, but sure, go off. All I need is for PCO to finally be buried. I don't know how they plan on putting him down, but they need to. Okay, stop shocking him and bringing him back to life. He need to stay dead.
Kill that motherfucker.
Okay, I understand that he's a staple, but PCO is very reminiscent to, in my eyes, he's an old head. And he need to go home.
He
Create
look
a
old.
new entity of fear. Find a new way. But PCO ain't it. Because I'm tired of seeing his old ass back soon. Moonsaulting off the top rope. That is a sight to see.
That's
But
like
I'm
when they
tired
keep
of
bringing back. You can't. I don't know how many ways or how many promotions want to keep bringing up Bubba. Leave Bubba alone. Leave him alone, and I mean it.
ooh. The countdown to Slammiversary is gonna have the Knockouts World Tag Team Championship match. Former tag team
Mm-mm.
champions Spitfire are challenging the current tag team champions Masha Slamovich and Alicia Edwards. They recently attacked the two former champions in a match that they had at TNA's previous taping. I believe it was last week. They attacked them, took them out, and basically was standing their ground to prove, we're the dominant champions and you can't touch us or whatever. I don't like this teaming of Masha and Alicia. I find it to be very odd. Um, I wish they would have
When
picked
it
somebody
comes
else.
to Alicia, all I
I
know.
wish they would have picked somebody else for Alicia to team with, because to me, it just read like it was a throwaway team, and then they've been champion for a little while. And while I don't have a problem necessarily with Alicia being tag team champion, she had to have a belt of some kind, and she wasn't getting Jordan Grace's title. I just wish they would have gave her another person that would have been her tag team partner, so it kind of wouldn't have looked like Masha just stopped being champion. If you're being honest, like she just came out of a tag team with Killer Kelly, and they was tag team champion. Spitfire's the one who took the titles off of them. Um, she was champion what, twice? This is her third time being champion now. I don't know.
All I
I don't know.
know.
They got plenty of girls in that locker room. They could have picked anybody to be Alicia's partner, in my opinion. Um, where is the girl that was one half of the Covenant? Is she injured?
Oh, Kylan King.
Yeah.
Who?
Where the hell is she at?
I don't know.
They could have had her come in there and be her tag team partner.
Listen, when it comes to Alicia Edwards, all I want to say is when they did the segment with Matt Hardy where he was taking them all out, they did a close up on Alicia's face. Bad business. Bad business.
Well, I'll say
Her
this. I
makeup
feel
was all
like
cakey.
she has
Her
very
makeup was
textured
cakey. Her
skin,
face was
but at the
bumpy.
same
Oof.
time, they the makeup, that's I blame that on the makeup artist. I don't blame that on her, because she has textured skin. It is what it is.
I saw every bump. I said, "Ooh, I'm scared."
I mean, she's still reposting stuff for TNA, but she has she'll be doing a signing at WrestleCade. It was supposed to be at WrestleCade November 29th to December 1st this year, and that's the last thing she posted. That was on June 28th. I'm just like, why you ain't get her to be your tag team partner? Of all the people you could have chose to be a tag team partner, you pick Masha. And it's no shade to Masha. I'm just saying. It looked like for now, those are the only matches that are scheduled to go at Slammiversary. They usually add a little bit more. Maybe they'll add more later. Maybe there'll be some matches added tomorrow, seeing as how this is the last week before Slammiversary. I don't know, but for right now, this is your lead out match. This is where we are. And if you are not watching TNA or you want to know where to watch TNA, they no longer stream their shows on YouTube. They do it all through their app on TNA Plus, which I actually like. Actually like the app a little bit better. So if you want to watch it, go to TNA Plus. I think you can still get it at the $4.99 rate per month. I think it's for like 2 months. You get to pay $4.99 and then it goes back up. to $9.99 a month. If you
Shit.
don't want to add any more streaming services, totally understand that. They do post the clips of some of the show or at least the highlights on their YouTube so you can watch that. Or you can do what Nicole does and switch over to Sling. Watch Sling. She likes watching it on Sling. It comes on Access on Sling TV.
You won't
Um,
get SmackDown though unless you buy the add-on pack, and that's real expensive. But you're not gonna have Fox. Well, not regular Fox when oh shit, I tweaked my knee. When they're like on Fox, was that weird Fox channel that they had that show on?
Fox Sports 1.
Yeah, like Fox One or Sports One or whatever, when SmackDown's on there, like you'll have it because it has Sports One, but like regular Fox, no. But it won't matter because it's gonna go on USA soon, and that's on Sling.
Yeah,
she
we're
is one hundred
already on
percent
month 7.
correct. You also, I mean, they have other streaming services that you can watch USA Network on. You just gotta do a little bit more research. But for the most part, the other
If you
smaller
have
streaming
Hulu
services,
Live too, you'll have USA.
yeah, the other streaming services have Access TV. You just have to search for it. The only ones that don't is Hulu, and YouTube TV doesn't have it. I don't believe. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. Get out of your hair. I'm going to let these three goons out. Nicole
Alright.
sounds like she's about to pass out anyway.
Oh, show.
Good night. Go to bed, please. Thank you. Go to bed. Go to bed. Thank you. All of y'all, get out of here. Get. I had to kick him from the studio. Anyways, I will see you guys on Friday. Okay, we will talk about SmackDown, and I promise I will go over NXT on Friday. I will finally watch it, and we will talk all about it. Case, love yous, and I'll see you Saturday or Friday. I'll see you Friday.